Hey, welcome to
what's
DC
up,
in your
guys?
house.
DC in your home. What's up?
What is up, everybody? You know what, man? I'm excited to be at my house this Sunday for Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. The Super Bowl is this Sunday.
That is so fun, man. I tell you, I'm really, really excited to watch the Rams play.
Lloyd, I don't know if you know.
I know what?
They didn't make it.
They got a new quarterback.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, they're hoping to, but
I mean, they got a new quarterback. They're going to win the Super Bowl
that's
now.
all. That's next season.
Wait, I thought they got a new quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
No. They didn't make it this
They
season.
They didn't make it. Students, they didn't make it. Oh my gosh! Wow, that's brutal. Well, who are you rooting for then? You rooting for maybe the Detroit Pistons?
That's basketball.
That's basketball. Wow, this is rough. Okay.
Before you get to Super Bowl Sunday, I think you need to figure out what the Super Bowl is.
Figure out what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you're watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you rooting for anybody?
I guess Brady and Tampa Bay. Both him and Mahomes I don't really like, so it's kind of I don't care. But Super Bowl in general, fun day, family.
So you don't care about either.
No.
So it's Brady who wins every time.
Yeah.
And then Mahomes who's young.
Yeah.
And who thinks he's going to be the next Brady.
Yeah.
Right. And win all the time.
Yeah.
So I can see why you would hate to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe you don't want any of them to win. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Like the game ends not even in a tie, but 0-0.
0-0, just
Yeah, just because they both just are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my desire.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that, yeah.
Well, do you have any traditions for Super Bowl?
Well, obviously, usually there's a party and stuff, but I think this year it's just going to be my family at my house watching, hanging out. But of course, a lot of food. I think that's one of the best parts.
Nice.
Food
That is my favorite part.
Yep.
Yeah, I love hot dogs.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're going to have those?
We'll just have hot dogs.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you do anything better than that?
No.
Can you top that?
I don't think I can. Hot dogs is definitely right at the top.
That's right at the top. You can't top that, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know what else we like to do on Super Bowl?
What do you like to do?
We don't like to watch the halftime show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know what we do instead?
What do you do?
We play games.
Nice.
Yeah, we play PowerPoint games.
Okay, let's go.
Should we play one right now?
You know I love PowerPoint games.
Yeah, let's play one right now with the students.
Okay, guys.
Alrighty. Alright, well, first do this. Students, type in the chat, who do you want to win in the Super Bowl? Do you want Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win, or do you want the Rams to win?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Whoever you want.
Or whoever you want.
Whoever you think should win,
or
put that in.
Put in the chat Super Bowl is dumb.
Yeah.
If you just think it's
no
a waste
one
of
should
time.
win.
If no one, yeah.
You win if you don't watch the Super Bowl.
Or even, how about this? Students, why don't you put in what you think the final score is going to be?
Oh, predict, yeah.
You know what, let's just do this. Why don't we give away a gift card? We haven't done a gift card in a long time to our online audience.
Yeah.
So how about this? You put in what you think is the most correct score is going to be, and then the student that's the closest will give you guys a $5 gift card to Amazon.
Nice. That sounds like fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Or, if not that, we might give you season tickets to the Rams next year.
Oh, yeah. Here they have a new quarterback.
I heard they have a new quarterback. Alrighty. Well, hey, let's play a game,
Nice.
So this PowerPoint game is kind of
This is animals according to Reagan. So these are all from photos I took while I was at Disney World.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
these are real photos that you took at Disney World.
At Animal Kingdom, at the zoo part.
Okay.
Went around, we did a safari, we took photos. So
Wow.
these are all the animals. I'm going to share with you kind of what I learned on the safari and what I kind of learned,
Alrighty. Well, let's take a look at the first one. So students, this is how it's going to work in the chat. So first, in the chat, put what you think is going to be the score of the game. Whoever's the closest wins. Now, secondly, we're going to put up a picture, and it's what animal is this?
What animal is this? Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at the first one. And so, so students, as you take a look at this picture, type in what you think this animal is right now. And so this one's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Everyone show this one.
Yeah, this one is a really easy one. So it's green. It's got a shell.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking tortoise.
Yeah. Well, you would think that.
Yeah.
But this is specifically. This animal loves pizza. Is a teenager, and on Saturdays fights evil and crime. Because this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Teenage, wow.
Yeah.
That's, wow.
Yeah.
Students, that's amazing. That's impressive.
That's what I learned, yeah.
That's what you learned right there. All right, let's take a look at the second one here. Alrighty. So in this one right here, boy, you can't really see it. Is that an ant?
It's kind of far away.
It's kind of far away.
But it's not. It's bigger than an ant.
Oh, it's bigger than that. Oh, because you were probably far away.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, from Florida perspective, I was farther away.
You were farther away. So students, put in the chat what you think it is.
Yeah.
And we're looking for exact answer. Exact answer. And let's take a look at the exact answer. And the exact answer is?
This is a sleeping gorilla.
Oh, so if they wrote gorilla, they would lose.
No, because it's specifically on its like nap time.
Oh,
that's what we learned, that they have nap times. And this one was.
I didn't know if that was like a breed of like a particular gorilla.
Oh no!
Like they have like active gorillas,
yeah,
and then sleeping gorillas.
Yeah, the silverbacks and the sleeping ones.
Alrighty. Let's take a look at another one. Here's a third one, and okay. So what do you think this is?
This one, most people think it's pretty obvious. It's big. It's gray. It has tusks.
Okay.
But there's something special we learned about this one.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at the students. Type in your answer and what you think it is, and here's the answer.
So this is the back of an elephant.
The back of an elephant.
Because most people like to look at the front, but they were walking away and we wanted to disturb them, so we just like, oh, there's the back.
Okay. So did you learn anything about like the elephant, like their tails?
Well, it has a back.
It has a back.
And there it is.
And there it is.
That's
what you learned.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's take a look at another one. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this one's easy.
Yeah.
This is a panda bear.
Yeah.
This is, but we're looking for
the
exact, specific. What do you think this panda is? So
this panda likes to eat dumplings and also fight crime and.
Well, so it's not the panda from Panda Express then?
No,
not that one.
No, not that.
All right, so there's a hint. We actually gave you a hint this time.
Whoa.
All righty, students, put in what you think is the answer, and here is the answer.
Yep, this is Po the Kung Fu Panda. Afraid of stairs.
He's afraid of stairs.
Yeah, well, he doesn't like walking upstairs, and neither do I. But yeah.
Oh, is that why you took a picture? Like you have something in common?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is like my spirit animal.
So what do you do like when it comes to like an escalator?
Yeah.
Do you not ride them?
Well, I get on, but then it takes me up. Like you don't like people sometimes actively walk and just ride.
You just ride, and that doesn't
like
scare you.
No.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what scares me is I don't know.
Nothing fears you. There's nothing.
Actually, the back of an elephant actually really makes me afraid. That's what really gets that. All right, let's take a look at another one. Here's another one. Yeah. And, this looks like maybe a duck.
Well, this one's kind of hidden behind the plant, but yeah, right?
Yeah.
You think it's a duck.
Yeah, because that's what I thought with it behind the plant. It might be a duck. Okay. Alrighty, students put in the answer. And let's take a look at the answer.
This is a quacker. Specific type of duck that isn't necessarily part of any exhibit, but they just hang out there because they like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
A quacker.
Yeah, they're just all over. And there's no pen or area for them. They just hang out.
Wow. Did they make any noise?
Yeah, they quack.
They quack.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it should be a
quacker.
Not a duck.
Not a duck.
Not a duck. Alrighty. Let's go to the next one. Alrighty, students. This should be pretty easy.
Yeah. This one's interesting. Yeah.
This one's really simple. So so students, type in your answer. And surely they're going to get this one right. Right, Reagan?
Yeah.
They're all going to get it right? Yeah. Okay, students, here is the answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Breakfast. It's breakfast.
Wait, did you take a picture of something that you later ate?
Yeah. Well, there was like some eggs there, and it's like, oh, that's like Sunday morning breakfast.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
Oh.
We have a bonus one.
Okay, yeah.
A bonus one. Alrighty. So let's take a look. And these are from Florida.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at this last one. What animal is this? Now this one's really challenging.
It is, yeah.
If they get it right, they should win a prize.
Oh, they should.
They should.
Good.
Alrighty, let's take a look at, and the answer on this bonus one is Reagan.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that's me. That's early morning. That's what I look like. They're like, I'll wake up, and I was like,
Oh, so like in the morning, they
Yeah.
took that picture of you,
That was
and you're
me.
like, whoa, and
too early.
wow,
Yeah.
yeah, you look very different in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there you go. Well, hey, students, hey, in the chat, if you want, email us that if you want a copy of this PowerPoint game, we'll email it to you. Because then,
You can play it on Super Bowl.
you can play it on Super Bowl Sunday with your family. Alrighty. Well, hey, I got a quick announcement, and that is Winter Campus. It's happening. Forecast is our theme this year. And we're just taking a look at, man, what do we do when what we predicted would be happening in our life doesn't happen the way we had imagined or thought of? And how does God meet us in that? So it's going to be an incredible weekend. It's going to be Friday night, February 19th through Saturday, February 20th. It's free. Sign up. Go to rhcc.events, sign up tonight. And it's going to be really great. We're going to have YouTube live shows. It's all going to be online. Everybody's going to be online. High school and junior high. And we're going to have leaders visit your house, drop off a care package. We're going to have a $15 Postmates gift card in there for you. We're going to have things all day on Saturday that you can be doing. Challenges, sending in pictures, sending in all kinds of challenges. And then you go in for prizes later on as well. It's going to be incredible. We've got messages, we've got small groups happening. We have some free time options on Saturday as well. So we've got it all planned for that Friday night and Saturday. We hope you join us, and it's free. So sign up, rhcc.events. We will see you there. Well, listen, tonight we got a special treat. Michelle's going to give the message tonight, and then right after her message, you're going to go into small groups. So with that, enjoy your time. We'll see you back next week.
Hi, students. So I get to talk about a subject that you might recognize. It is on two words that sometimes are used interchangeable. One of the words you have probably used a lot this week, at least one time, whether it was just in your head or you actually said it out loud. The other word, not so much. So those two words are jealousy and envy. And like I said, they sometimes are used interchangeable, but I'm going to try to kind of untangle these words and give you some examples. So jealousy will make you say, it's not fair, where envy will make you say, I hate them. If you feel jealousy, you will be very protective of, oh no, I can't, I'll feel like I'll lose my stuff. Or you might feel, oh, why don't I get that too? And looking at someone else's possessions. If you feel envy, you will feel like you're missing out or you're lacking something. Or, I deserve that more than they do. I'm bitter at them because they have it. Another way to look at this is that jealousy focuses more on possessions. If you're feeling jealous, you will have a difficult time sharing, where envy focuses more on other people's joy and accomplishments. They actually say that envy makes you feel grief at someone else's good, which means that you will look at the things that someone else has that is enjoyable, and you are like, they shouldn't have that joy. That's not fair. And terrible. So here's some examples in maybe more common day life. So let's say your friend gets a PS5 and you kind of are friends with this person, but maybe not super good friends. If you are jealous of them, you might just show up at their house a lot more, obviously pre-COVID, to just be friends so you could play with all the new games. If you feel envy, then you might go so far as to wanting to break that person's stuff or break in and steal their PS5. Or you might trash talk it and say, oh no, the new Xbox is so much better. The PS5 is not as big of a deal. And so you kind of diminish the joy that they have. Let's say your friend, your best friend, gets a new friend. If you are feeling jealous, you would just get mad, and you might even confront your best friend and say, hey, like, why are you hanging out with her and not me? if you're feeling envious, you might go so far as to start rumors, intentionally trying to destroy that relationship. That you might pit them against each other so that you're like, hey, she said this about you, or hey, that person said this, so that causes them to split up. Another silly example is think about your pet. Say your pet that you got for Christmas. This is your pet. You named this pet, probably a dog. You have a connection, but let's say your dog starts showing more attention to your younger sibling and is super playful, really loves them. If you're feeling jealous, you would probably just pout and give a side eye and probably complain to all of your family members about how frustrating that experience is for you. If you're feeling envy of your pet showing attention, you might go so far as to picking up your dog and putting it outside and saying, no, nobody gets to experience the joy because I'm not experiencing it, and my dog is going to have to suffer because I have this envy in me. So envy and jealousy are two big problems in our lives, and Proverbs does talk about this. And I kind of broke down tonight in 3 questions that I would love to look at with you. Kind of how are these words harmful? Second one is, how can I recognize them in my life? Like when I'm doing it, how do I know? And the third one is, okay, so how do I stop myself from being envious and being jealous when they do come up? Because they are gonna kind of bubble up in us, but what do we do with it when it happens? So the first question here we'll look at is, I want you to see in Proverbs 14:30, it says, a peaceful heart leads to a healthy body. Jealousy is like bone rot. It talks here about how jealousy sinks into us and actually starts to decay our very being. If you look at the original language for jealousy, it says that it literally translates to hot enough to boil. That means there's so much in us that it is ready, like a pot that you can start to see the rumbling. It's ready to start erupting with all these bubbles. That is what literally happens to us. So if we start to feel jealous of somebody else, or jealous of the circumstances or things that we're lacking, that means that we're fretting, we're worried, we're stressed, and we're frustrated. And all of those emotions are consuming us. That it starts to feel like this yucky blanket that's over us and we can't get out. And that will affect our lives. That a peaceful heart leads to a healthy body, unlike this alternative of jealousy will lead to bone rot. And that is so deep into our core. So it is harmful to ourselves, of course, and it is harmful to others because it does destroy relationships. So how do you recognize it? When I was growing up, I was super jealous of my friends because I literally had friends that had no rules at all. These friends had parents that were encouraging them to cheat because they said, you need to get good grades, just don't get caught. They were encouraging them to just be a teenager and to party and to do whatever. Just don't let the cops catch you for smoking and drinking underage. That was what their life was. And not that I wanted to do those things. I just grew up in a home that had all these restrictions and had all these rules. And parents are like, you can't watch this or you can't watch that, or listening to this will cause you to kind of be off track. And that is very different. And so I looked at those friends with so much jealousy of, why can't I have the life that they have? What's so interesting is that Proverbs literally talks about this. I wish I would have known this when I was in high school. As a freshman in high school, this would have been so helpful for me. There's a bunch of verses on this, but these verses literally say, don't compare yourself to unbelievers' lives. In Proverbs 3:31, it talks about don't copy their ways. In Proverbs 24:1, it says that don't envy them and don't hang out with them. And then the last one is at the end of that chapter, it says don't fret, don't get worried about them, and don't envy the wicked, which means literally stop thinking about it and don't be stressed. this would have been so helpful for me to have that separation and realize that I don't need to be consumed about what my unbelieving friends, and that was the big difference, is I was comparing myself to people that literally they don't believe in God. And their life looked fantastic in the moment without any rules or regulations, getting good grades because they were cheating, going out to all these parties. Like, it looked so good. And I felt like I was missing out. The thing is, I didn't see a different perspective. I didn't see that that lifestyle does have consequences. And I was actually being cared for by my parents to have all these rules that we're following with what God's standards are. And the sad part is you fast forward into our lives now and you compare our lives to each other. These friends, some of them actually went to rehab. Some of them ended up in prison because of the messiness in their lives. I've had friends that really struggled in college because they didn't learn the actual material. They just cheated their way through. And those consequences of going outside of God's laws really messed them up. And so I can see now with a different perspective that God was caring for me. He was loving me. But I was so consumed about what I was missing out on, and their life looked so fun at that time. So I would love to turn here to Proverbs 27:4. This really brings in the severity of how destructive envy and jealousy can be. So this verse says, "Anger is cruel, and wrath is like a flood, but jealousy is even more dangerous." It's saying that, yes, anger and wanting to punch somebody or getting into fights with wrath, those are bad, but jealousy, oh, that is next level and is so destructive in your life. And I had to sit with this of like, why? Jealousy doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. I think anger would probably be worse. But when I dug into this and I saw it, I realized that envy is so scary. Because envy, to get mad at somebody, might require them actually maybe bumping into you, or maybe your friend actually like wronged you in some way or punched you. And so with anger and wrath, you're having a wrong done to you, so then you fight back. Jealousy, and more so envy, is your friend skipping on the street with an ice cream cone, and then you see what they're having a great time, and you run over and you smack the ice cream out of their hand. That's so different. It wasn't provoked, and that's where it can be so much more destructive. We see this a lot in Jesus' life. Unfortunately, he was a victim of other people's envy. You see over and over in the Gospels that the Pharisees were so mad at him. They looked at his ministry and says, Jesus has a following of thousands of people. Yet we, the Pharisees, the religious leaders who believe that we know better, we have God figured out, and Jesus is saying something different, we don't have that following. And I don't think that Jesus should exist because he has a following and I don't. They then, of course, we know that they want to crucify him, and they take him to the cross, and there's a moment that Pontius Pilate is kind of acting as this judge. He recognizes, and he says this in Matthew 27, verse 8. He says that because of their envy, they handed Jesus over. He, as a non-believer, non-Jewish person, recognized that envy was the driving force that the Pharisees used and the Jewish leaders used to crucify Jesus. That he had to take that, and that is so destructive, and that is why it's emphasized over and over that rid this from your life. Don't entertain jealousy. Don't sit with envy. It is more destructive than anger and wrath. So when it pops up, what do we do? So in Proverbs 23:17, it says, "Don't envy sinners, but always continue to fear the Lord." So like we've been talking about the past few weeks, is the fear of the Lord is really the answer. It leads you to wisdom, leads you to a fantastic relationship with him. And the fear of the Lord is just that there is a God, There is a God that has a heavenly perspective. He can see into the future in the areas that we can't. He has a standard and a set of rules and laws that we don't always understand, and stuff that he knows that we don't know. And there is a God that loves us and is always there for us. This God exists and we're not him. And that is what we need to realize with the fear of the Lord, is acknowledging that there is somebody who is so much more powerful and knows so much more than we do. And that we need to kind of submit to him and put ourselves in the right perspective where he is above us. And so when there's moments in your life when you realize my friend is getting more than I am getting, kind of take that pause and realize maybe God loves me and he's caring for me. And maybe the thing that they have is not something that I need to have right now. That he might be teaching me a lesson. Or maybe he's blessing them in a different way than he's going to bless me, and it's going to look different. And I need to trust that he is still loving and he's still good. So I think that helps so much to realize what you do have is enough, and that God is for you and is caring for your future. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. So with that, you guys are going to go into your small groups. You're going to talk more about this. I'm so excited for you to kind of take a pause and look at your life and realize, where am I being envious? Where am I being jealous? And then spending some time with God, asking him to help you